Welcome to Magic Morning Tea. Magic Morning Tea is the best for brightening your day. Our dedicated team are always set and ready to bring you impactful information to magically brighten up your day. Magic Morning Tea will bring you information on tourism, culture, gender, politics, sports, disability, and many more. So stay tuned, stay connected to Magic Morning Tea on Magic Television, Channel 38, Facebook, YouTube, and other social media handles. Magic Television, your trusted information hub.
The same old system and the same problem.
Indeed, today Tuesday, the 30th day inside June 2026. Good morning and welcome to the usual program, the Magic Morning Tea. This is a program from Monday to Friday from 8 o'clock to 9:30 in the morning. And you can give you Boku daily information that you know today. So you give 1 2-year-old picking the gets for lost in life. And also inside by Honorable Abdul Minibulansi, being a former member of parliament for the Sierra Leone People's Party, himself Honorable Daniel Amadou Bangura, being a member of parliament for the All People Congress Party. They represent Tonkolili district. Therefore, talk shortly to the gentleman in the ask that the program would fascinate one. We will look inside the fuel business as the government of Salvador reduced the price of petroleum product after our meeting with the oil marketing company, them OMC, for look inside international petroleum product them. And itself, the Salon Labour Congress don't see them feel disappointed after this reduction as they ask for more on this particular price. And the fuel pricing diesel 35 millions and petroleum now 30. We can shortly be joined inside the studios by the Secretary General for the Salon Labour Congress, where we will get via WhatsApp call, where you can tell me shortly about the disappointment and the press release. But let me take we first story before we come to we get inside the program. We go take we Resident High Court Judge Nakono, Honorable Justice Santigi Ibrahim Sori Bangura now sentenced 120-year-old Amos Daniel to life imprisonment where he raped 2-year-old Pekin and the Pekin he get for lost in life. Well, we caught reporter Arena Aisha Kagbo Guna report.
The Resident High Court Judge Nakono, Honorable Justice Santigi Ibrahim Sori Bangura, don sentence 20-year-old Amos A.I. Daniel to life imprisonment for where he do mommy and daddy business with 2-year-old Pekin where he get for die. Justice Bangura agreed the sentence after the convict agree say in guilty to the bad thing where he do, where they against the Pekin in right. The accused were turn defendant, Amos A.I. Daniel, tap na number 9 Sandor Street, Koidu City, Bitina before the High Court on 3 counts, where na indictment of sexual penetration of a child, contrary to Section 19 of the Sexual Offences Act 2012, where then repeal and replaced by Section 4, Subsection A, Subsection 3 of the Sexual Offences Amendment Act 2019, meeting a child for sexual purposes, contrary to Section 23, Subsection 1, Subsection A of the Sexual Offences Act 2012, and sexual touching, contrary to Section 20, Subsection 1, Subsection A of the Sexual Offences Act 2012. The prosecution tell the court say, March 4, 2026, Inside Kono, the victim, one 2-year-old girl pikin, died because of the sexual assault. The defendant, Amos AI Daniel, plead guilty to all three the counts them when they read the charge them to him. The State Counsel, Charles Fode Sisi Esquire, informed the court say the convict be don do bad thing before now, and in gets a conviction record and also the tina for one other felonious offence. Where the convict be dey address the court, in beg for mercy. Where in be dey talk to the court, defence counsel Alpha Usman Kamara Esquire tell the court say the convict no waste the court in time, as im plead guilty where im be talk quick say na so im do. Im join hand with the court for get the truth. During the time wey dem be dey investigate the case, im talk to the court for tamper justice with mercy and give the convict a minimal sentence. Honourable Justice Bangura inside in judgment gree with the guilty plea and where e no waste the court in time. Where in dey talk but the weight of the offence, the resident High Court judge say the thing wey the convict do na bad thing and not believe say Motorman for do something like that to other Motorman. By in action, the convict take the life of one potential way for contribute for build the nation. According to the Honourable Justice Bangura, it be possible for the deceased for don become a president, a first lady, a judge, a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, or an accountant if e no be take in life. Justice Bangura continue say na some of them years so the person for don become where the convict cut in life short. He say na that make the defendant deserve the toughest punishment where e dey deliver in sentence and give the convict Amos AI Daniel dem punishment here. On count 1, life imprisonment, count 2, 10-year imprisonment, and count 3, 10-year imprisonment. And then sentence here so go run together. For Magic TV Court updates, Mina Aisha Kabo the report.
Thank you to we own Aisha Kabo for that court update. Well, we'll come inside the studios now and we'll join with two studio guests them. We Honorable Abdul Minimu Lansana from the Sierra Leone People's Party and Honorable Daniel Amadou Bangura from the All People's Congress Party. Gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Magic Television.
Yeah, good morning and good morning to the viewers and listeners out there.
Good morning and good morning to our viewers and listeners.
Okay, I will start with you, Honorable. Still President Biu don't clock 8 years, and I think on the 27th he was inaugurated for another term, and that particular term, according to the Constitution, will end by 2028, if I stand to be corrected.
All right.
As a member of the party and former Honorable, what's your assessment on the 8 years of President Biu?
A lot don't happen within the timeline, and one fact that is clear is the fact that series of reports, the just concluded IGR scorecard, indicate that Sierra Leone now strongly stands at 67%, going upwards in terms of service delivery. When you look at their assessment, it tells you the ones who've completed, the ones that highly improved actions has been taken. When you look at all those parameters, it tells you the president is in the right direction. That is why if you notice his second inning, what he has tried to do is the fact that he has prioritized food security. And that is why when you look at the finance reports together with other reports coming in, it tells you Sierra Leone can now proudly boast of reducing our import commodity, especially that of rice, to over 30 million United States dollar drop, while we've improved on our exportation so that we stabilize our loans as it has been for the past 3 years without any shaking. And these factors put together, we've got connectivity, because when we talked about feed salon, the first thing that has to be paramount is the fact that we have to connect our roads. My brother is coming from Tonkolili. Before this time, he has to wait at Bere Bridge for over 30 minutes just for traffic to flow. but now he can proudly cross Bay Bridge without even realizing he has crossed. And those who are clocking the Moyamba going towards Shenge could sleep and reach Shenge without even realizing that there was a bridge that they will use a ferry to cross. These and other factors are now connecting our agricultural villages to the urban center, where those agricultural products are now yielding benefits, because when you have the market accessible to the agricultural land, then you have a value to show for your agricultural product.
So if I can understand all the submission we make is you be specific about the feed salon project as one of the flagship programs.
Yeah, now the paramount one than the.
Yeah, but we are still exporting rice. Sorry, importing rice.
Yes, because now I tell you, say, if you look at the report they tell you, say, in 2023, before we come in with this feed salon project, we they spend up to $163 million just for import rice. Now, as at the talk, the current report, they tell you, say, we don't drop down, we dinner around 120 million. So they tell you the gap, what they feel. Why? Because we have what we call the economic stability in terms of locally grown food. And this economic stability, where they come up in terms of locally grown food, they make with the cushion down the importation. By the time we stabilize, what's in the happen, the one where they import go be minimal comparative to the one where we get in country for a feed with population where we look at. Now I make as that currently, it go surprise you for no say imported egg not in country, but you never even know. Imported oil not in country, but you never even know, because Sierra Leone they now produce more and we even ship them to other countries. Before this time, my brother know if you eat oil, you better let it run. Why? Because now they know it's in them they make out. But now we oil, where they produce na salona from, that we per mine, now we villages them. So where they make a, you eat boku oil, you need get one ombele. Why? Because it's now locally produced with high value content, where they satisfy with body texture, and where they make we growth they be enhanced because of the value where you get with all the nutrients they were needed in that particular production they do. So if you go na the yabas sector back, they tell you, say, we don't even count much yabas, because we get enough locally grown yabas now where they cushion the imported yabas that will be the brinker. This is the kind of value where we try for show inside the food chain. And we don't only stop there, we encourage more people and make we get a lot of cash for make sure, say, we cushion. Me brother na a science man. In fact, if you look at Intractor, they now don't gam for like we will farm for we more, so that the Tonkolili area go to benefit greatly from ion production where they come out of that area. They now that would try for do for make sure, say, the country by the time we get to 2028, we will seek we new mandate under the new leadership who they produce after we convention. Then people go begin see the trajectory they move downwards and make Salone great as it used to be before, and even more.
Okay, I will come to you on two issues again, but when I'm done with me, and I will look at the pricing of some of them commodities, and the way you don't talk about that are locally made in Sierra Leone, but even though they are at an increase. But I will come to that and how reflective it is on the life of Sierra Leone. Make a come to Honorable Daniel. President Bio don't clock 8 years in office. As a member of the All People's Congress Party, as an honorable from Tonkolili, what's your take?
Thank you very much, and good morning again to we viewers. I want for safely say Sierra Leone as a country don't miss a historic opportunity under the leadership of His Excellency, the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio. My brother and I are church on the economy and the feed salon, and we all know the popular slogan when we come to the feed salon before the months run into 2018 general elections, that the bread and butter. The bread and butter have been very popular now. Every Sierra Leonean, any way they gather about the bread and butter. The former Minister of Finance and the Chief Minister later, J.J. Safa, been put them in simple terms. Waiting person they take na table and eat. That's how it been described. Today, the feed salon projects where they talk about now nothing or the way good for right home about. Why? Because as they talk about the recent reports from the IGR, they tell you say in a target of 100 targets, you only complete 2, and this is just within 6 years. It has to be within 6 years. 2024 to 2028.
2030.
2030. It has to be within 6 years or 7. So if you start 24, 25, this is 26 ending, and then you still complete 5. If you, na parent where they pay for you picking and go school for go get a 100% score and only get 5%, you will be happy for pay. Coming to the roads, yes, the Gary Bridge is there, but my brother know, say, the then administrative before His Excellency President Dr. Julius Maada Bio, they don't set the pace. And that bridge, not to in you go use as hard stick for measure how many people then are Bendugu, they bring them produce, even to Magboroka, the district headquarter town. Not to that one day you go use for measure how many people then are my 91, they take them produce to Magboroka. As they talk to you now, at just 52-kilometer roads from my 91 to Magboroka, you know we will access now because of the rains. So you tell me the feed salon way means a roads them get for day for connect the people them from the villages to bigger towns for sell them produce, how that could be possible. The people they not get motorcar, they not get motorbikes. Of course, for the economy, me and you know, the economy don't go so low that Sierra Leoneans, all corners, they find them very difficult for put food at them tables. As recent as 2023, 2024, and 2025, the World Food Program, the Food Monitoring System report states say, as a nation in 2024, 82% of the population, 82% of the population, is as food insecure. And 2025, the state say now 78% food insecure. In a population of about 8 million, if 82 and 78, let me take the lower one, 78%. If 78% of the population, they food insecure, waiting that don't tell you. They tell you, say, we sit on the time bomb and the most trumpet feed salon not get any impact on the lives of ordinary Sierra Leoneans. So we not go use them as something for bluff the people them. In fact, to me, the more they talk about them, now the more I feel say then they provoke Sierra Leoneans. Then.
Okay, so Honorable, you dey now Tonkolili district. How is the human capital development in Tonkolili district? Because now one of President Bio in 5 game changer then we talk about when he became power for the second term.
Yes.
As an honorable taking care of millions of people in that thousands of people in that particular region, in terms of human capital development, how it is?
If I want to be specific for Tonkolili, just like if I generalize them for Sierra Leone, I'm not going to point to you say, this is something where the president don't do, or this administration don't do, na Tonkolili, or even the country at large, we appreciate. Coming to the recent reports, they put and they say, now very minimal, because you remember in the People's Manifesto of 2018, the president did say, any ward inside this country, it build a primary school. Any constituency inside this country, it build a secondary school. And me, it comes from a particular area in Tonkolili. To date, no block. I don't see any block for say, now this, they don't build now this ward because of the president's own manifesto promise. Or now this, now the secondary school in this constituency because of the president's manifesto promise. Or now this, every word or sections, I think that's the manifesto say. So it means say if we come inside my own chiefdom only, Yoni, we get 12 sections, we forget 12 primary schools. It gets 2 constituencies, we forget 2 senior, we forget 2 secondary schools inside that chiefdom alone. It gets 6 wards. It means we forget 6 junior secondary schools inside my chiefdom alone. Nothing like that's not happen. So I not go to Bendugu. I not go to Majingbing. I not go to Makali. I not go to Ile. Me na 91. Yoni. We na the easiest way for access if you want for verify information. Nothing like that's not happen.
Okay, honorable.
Yes.
You don't make very good submission, so.
You know, like when we bother to submit, one thing where interests me is the fact that it make reference to the World Bank report who say them pool say Sierra Leone is 82% food sufficient. And I dey read the line from them very book where say in Sierra Leone, the last official poverty estimate that we give them the 82% are from 2018. Sierra Leone Integrated Housing Survey, limiting the ability to access the current situation, especially after major shock, such as the Ebola outbreak, the COVID-19 pandemic, and recent periods of high inflation without updated data. Policymakers lack a clear understanding of the extent and nature of poverty today. Now, if you drop down to this very report, for you who don't know that the report this, look at whether you see the economic Sierra Leone economic report. Now they read. If you go down again, they tell you say the ongoing Sierra Leone Integrated Housing Survey led by Statistics Sierra Leone offers a timely opportunity to strengthen poverty monitoring. The new data will provide valuable insight into post-COVID socioeconomic reality and serve as a benchmark for tracking progress under the government National Development Plan 2024 and 2030. Now, if you come back to me brother, he say up to now we not be school set or whatever. This now the commissioning of 100 schools where we do countrywide and above. And I dey call now for by district, chiefdom, and region. I know say time not go enough, but I go shorten them down so that people where they listen we go able know say yes, this not the thing them. Now, one thing where government they do in we 2018 manifesto, we make it clear say in areas where we think say the distance too far for let able cover for go school, what do they do? They provide for them. But in an area where we think say they already get, we just need for strengthening. Because one thing where you need for know under the Pakaba Kanja CC, where me brother know because he was part of those constructing the schools for us under what we call the NAXA, NAXA Sababul Education Project. We build a lot of schools, but where we lost power, the 10 years where APC didn't power, most of the schools then they wire out. Even the Maborka Boys High School where we former president attend, you notice it lost in value. Pastor don't revive them for able give the boarding home standard and other things we need. So what do? We do an assessment because we go to call community and governance engagement. You go meet the community and say no, we don't want a new school. What do we want? This one where we get expand them for we, structure them for we, so that we be able to get the value where we need.
Okay, Honorable, make our a little bit. Honorable Amadou was specific about figures. One, he said the president promised in a manifesto to say each district will get schools. And then I stand to be corrected.
Sections. We say wards. We say wards.
And then according to you, you said the president bill led government bill 100 schools right across the
I come. Like what
so just a minute. To be specific, 100 schools alone, I think, is small compared to what he said during his manifesto.
I say over 100 schools.
Okay, over. And then,
now, if you look at my figure now, they tell you see 152 schools.
Okay, make I just read a particular quick text message we just coincide the WhatsApp forum. We see these reports at times we need for the check the credibility of the report here because it is the same people that are working for the BU-led government now then can put the report here together. So how will they write something bad about President Biu when they work for President Biu in a good one? That is very specific, Honorable.
No, but one thing how the reports, look the report, now make at the ASAP. Now other than do a World Bank. World Bank, not to salon they work for. Look now make at the show to the television let people and see them. This is a World Bank report. And it is not the Ministry of Finance report. This is World Bank report. So whatever I'm reading here.
When they're putting this report together, the World Bank then gets a branch in Sierra Leone where then they operate with.
Yes.
And then they work closely with the Ministry of Finance and other development institutions.
But then get their own fact-finding individuals where they check for them. You see me, brother, they use Sierra Leone percentage of 82% food insufficiency. When I'm from this report, it come out. But this very report now make the line say they're able to get that 82% from 2018 because they're able to get a new data yet where they're able to capture the feed salon project where we go into. But just like what I say, me brother talk about school. If you look here, I don't just tell you under former President Kaba Kanja Sise where come
maybe the head of NAXA, we get a lot of school built. And in this, if you look at them, you see the tally, 155 schools. And how many constituencies we get in this country? Now 132. We will be add 3 cities, go 135 now with the currently in parliament. So it tells you if we could fix 111, all constituencies don't get. And when you look at constituency, now just 63,000 people, they make up one constituency.
So are they newly built schools or renovated schools?
That now make I give you the line. You they look at what we call consultation. When we go to this community, we look at their felt needs. Because you don't want to go and build a school where it is just 3-4 people attending there. So what do? You look at the felt need. You look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 communities with an estimate of 100 children. You consider what type of a school do I need to build for these ones? Oh, there is a nearby school. Will these people be able to reach there? Then you consult the community. The community will tell you, okay, we have this facility, upgrade it for us, fix it up for us, and then we go. That is why if you look at this, we have 35,000 people who benefited. We have 25 school per district. We have 282 toilets constructed. We have 4 regions. We have 9 staff quarters built. We have 78 hand dog wells. We have 19 new buildings. We have 16 lots, 49 chiefdom. We have 50 schools that we have fixed with solars. That is the kind of a facility we want to see. My brother could testify. Most of these schools now, the students go to the school to study. Why? Because there's a lot of energy provision through the solar installation that we did. That is why if you go, for instance, to Bombali, my brother knows Bombali very well. He could talk about the Sierra Leone Muslim Brotherhood that is located in the Kamakwe, and the chiefdom is Sela Limba chiefdom. When we went there, what did we do? We had a consultation with the people. They had this SLMB school. They said, government, get this one fixed for us. So what did we do? We rehabilitated their laboratory, their library, and the hall. What do? We rehabilitated an existing of 2 blocks that is they were not in use any longer. We get 2 classroom blocks fixed up. What do? We construct the staff toilet, we construct the girls toilet, we rehabilitated the boys toilet, we rehabilitated the hand dog well, we provided solar light, library, gen science and computer lab just for Sierra Leone Muslim Brotherhood.
So this report was done by?
This is the European Union and government of Sierra Leone.
Okay. So now, there was an interesting twist some few days ago, wherein we see the president attend the graduation ceremony of Amina, the younger daughter of the president.
Yeah.
And from my own investigation, she's not benefiting from the free education. She's attending a private school where they pay $30,000.
Which school is that?
Bridges International School.
But that's a Sierra Leonean school.
Yeah, but they are not a part of the schooling system that Sierra Leone, where they benefit from the free
It's
education.
part of the schooling system. My brother
But
here
they're not
can
benefiting
testify.
from the free
My
education.
brother here can testify. When you look at the
Are they
structure,
benefiting from
when you
the
look at the structure governing
Now, private
school,
school, to
both
be
private
specific.
and government schools are under the Ministry of
Yeah,
Education.
they're not even the situas.
Yeah, but they have their London GCs
Which
they
means
take.
they don't believe in...
No,
this
they have
system.
WAS as an alternative to London GC.
Yeah,
because
honorable,
the university takes both.
The school I'm talking about is the Bridges International School, where they know they survive from the free education. They are not even part. They don't even know if there is free education or not, because one will have to say, you are all putting all these structures in place, building schools, renovating schools, constructing toilets, try for ensure they get very good education. I can understand, even if I'm rich, I can send me picking go to private school.
It's not about richness.
No, it's about
about security.
One go for say the SLPP probably don't even trust their own process.
No, we do. It's about security.
Why is it? Why?
One thing I want the listeners and viewers out there to know is the fact that, let's check my brother and I and you sitting here. We never went to any of these private schools. Today we are here. Check the private school, those who went there. They could not duck. In fact, just after that was, they are lost. My brother here could testify. Just after was, all those private schools you hear about are lost. When we go to university, look at the heads of states that have ruled Sierra Leone from colonial days to now. None of them has darkened any of these private schools. Look at key people within key government structures. So that's just a breeding ground for individuals. But once they grew up, what happened? They metamorphosed into these government schools, because that is where the real form of education exists. All the private schools do is make your child to speak English. Beside that, you're moving away.
Okay,
But when it comes to proper education, for instance, sometimes when I forget how many days are in a month, I just remember my primary school and I begin to sing 30 days, that's September, April, June, and November. Quickly, I picked it up because that is how we were trained. You go to this private school now, they will give, in fact, bigger spellings just to impress you as a parent. That child could spell, but when you write that spelling now, that child could not get it well.
Okay.
That is the problem we are having.
I'll come to you back. So, to Honorable,
Yes.
you don't hear the submission where Honorable Mini will don't make pertaining, I will say in a nutshell, the free education with President Bio, the flagship. Is it effective?
My brother, that is not the way scaring. Like way person they sell cookery, he don't cook, he no get mind eat that food day. That don't tell you say waiting I don't prepare, fit for purpose. My brother they talk about security. The president where we get been talk say there was a time where he been go vote. Now that picking the he carry. A old one of him picking them.
And the very army now.
And a talk say this picking way he carry na and a want foresee the lives of other picking them. Na Bond, na Tonkolili, na Kailau for be the same way. And that's give him the confidence for initiate this free quality school education. In itself, the policy have been very good one. But just as yourself as a journalist don't on art say, the president himself not get confidence in that system. So we people them mean say they will pick in na Kailau, they will pick in na Kenema, they will pick in na Tonkolili and Falabako and Adugu. They self need the same security where Amina need. They need the same facilities where Amina need. But because they're not there to them, and they're not there to the public schools and private schools where government they support, the president not get my put Amina there. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's don't tell you say the system, as my brother they eloquently put them, is good in the papers and in the speeches, but in reality, very, very poor. Before I conclude, my brother be they make mention of the schools. For renovate and build are two different things. Me, way Sidoya, personally, the school where I attend, I provided solar, I provided chairs. For renovate a pump, the government no need for most of the pump na school, not to you dig, not to you make. You just go renovate. Maybe not just one not spoil for pump and so. You can boost for that. I not be the expect me brother for bring them up. But that's for just tell you say, they not get much for tell we. All we then can say that we renovate this. We go put one machine or one library. You go to them schools and the picking then just don't conclude them was. Me, they part of the basic education committee in the parliament. I monitor some schools during the examination. You will be disappointing for let's tell you say some of the schools them get for weight by shift for do the science practicals when it comes to chemistry, physics, and other sciences where require live practicals. The materials they're not there. The instruments they're not there. The reagents the way they need, they're not sufficient. And this now the human capital where the government they talk about. So as I've been saying in my opening statement, we not get nothing good where we go talk about. In all the things them we then don't promise we as a nation.
Okay, so Honorable, the conversation is very interesting because you bring out the points them in the papers, and Honorable try for defend some of them, say it is not reflective. And according to a particular report, it also say Sierra Leone is, I think, the second or the third most happiest people in the whole world. With all the implementation there as a government, we are still unhappy.
If you follow the report equally, they tell you Sierra Leone is the most peaceful place for live on planet Earth. And that peace, not only Sierra Leone, you the popo bag, you go past before State House, you go down, nobody asks you what's in your bag. Na Sierra Leone you get the best beaches for enjoy. So these are the qualities wey Sierra Leone get. Na Sierra Leone border to border you dey ply this country with third roads. Border to border, you wan go Liberia border, na on third road you dey waka till you reach na border. You wan go Guinea, na on third road you dey waka till you reach na border. In fact, na make wey mama do the Kanaya, wey catch am from Gambia, take her reach. Now we state house, he go na we lodge, he go na president in farm, where he go turn Guinea works yard. My brother go testify to that. Then tell the way he cross Gambia, now be bad road in the waka. Mama dey go turn that place dey a works yard wey dey like today now. You dey set here, you enter Conakry, you come back because he felt motivated, he felt moved. If you follow them guy the way they ride them bike them country wide, you see the other one they don't have gone. He dey roll. He said this is Sierra Leone. He said the only country where from the border to the city you ply on a tar. But like I said, to whom much is given, much is expected. So now make if you notice, me brother they don't spend 35 plus years na this country in governance. 30 day Bombali when Makeni Tonkolili when Makeni they go 91 they cross that road way they call, but they've never in fact tampered making even a smaller drainage on that road. But yet every day they cry with it. That is your stronghold. When you talk about APC, for instance, 91 now the heart. They've got, in fact, former UN rep or whatever, Zainab. That's where she came from. So all the kind caliber of position we don't give them for let they able get a feedback. Like look at what my brother is saying today. He has given back to his community. But these are people who've entrusted power with, both from former government to this government. Yet, in fact, that particular place, the way they talk about so, Oman Bangura, who will make youth minister the longest serving youth minister. Now they place then they come out. So what the president does is empower children from these communities because he feels like they have to give back. Now, my brother, they talk about rehabilitation. Like what I say, when governments mean well, the first way they look at is assessing the needs of the people. You know, just go build new school, you left farm, nobody no go there. Because if the school the way they demand the grumble for rehabilitation, look and sit down. In that in house, now rehabilitate them because he want to get the first look where the park go they enjoy. He not go build for a new one. No. Now then he fix up for make sure say daddy enjoy living his end days. Why you not go build new one? Say me daddy don't hear that because he wants that memory, he wants that history to continue to exist. We go down Klein Town. We wanted to demolish the old Fabric College. They said no because it's historic. I know say Nyake, you be follow up with the Aniwatch saga when they wanted to move Aniwatch off that place. What was the debate? They said no, that place is historic. They get historical building, then they way you don't need for tamper with. So when a government moves, that is the focus government moves with. Government wants to see this. For instance, if you go like what I say, you go to Bombali again, Liar Agriculture, when a Liar Loco, when a Sanda Loco. We construct 3 classrooms because we saw the need that they need it. It was never there. We constructed it. We constructed the staff toilet. We constructed the girls' toilet because hygiene is part of education and structure. You know, I see the pikin come on a classroom, go na bush. You know, I see teacher come on a classroom, go na bush. So we get these things fixed up.
Okay, now we make our holiday.
That is what the value we are.
But don't forget to say the program we watch and listen to now the Magic Morning Tea. They meet you live on Magic Television, on Channel 38, on Facebook and all other social media, and do them we get we from right across the country. Well, now we don't be joined by the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Labour Congress, when Edward Yerime Bangura, where you can tell we bought the frustration on the fuel price. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Magic Television.
Morning, now I make few corrections. I'm the Deputy Secretary General.
Okay.
And my surname is Kamara, not Bangura.
Okay. Sorry for thanks for that correction.
Thank you for having me. From the point of Labour Congress, we don't follow the discussion around fuel price, and as we all know, fuel now like the bloodline for the economy. Fuel dictates plenty other things, including workman happiness. We don't follow plenty negotiations where employers and they complain say the cost of doing business so high that I know they give calls for them for increased workman salary. Then thing and they on a concern, we don't dey follow people not able to eat as sufficiently as they expect to eat because of the cost of living. You know, even the same way Labour Congress will negotiate the minimum wage. As we agree on the minimum wage, one, two, biggest shock we bin get now the cost of price of fuel will increase. So we don't dey follow all that and we don't dey engage the president over time. While to the talk on economic issues, we can bring in the fuel price. But the president over time don't they talk to we don't they make we understand, for which we know, yes, that the fuel, we know they produce fuel, we depend for buy fuel out. We not able to determine the price. You know, so in the first instance we send letter for say price don't come down with a call on the minister for let me do a reduction. For which I want for CS we acknowledge do a 2,000 units reduction from 35 and 5,000 from 40. For we see and see for Kandong more. So that's the reason why we escalate with concern to the president.
Okay, so we see say yesterday they reduce 2 leons on fuel, then 5 leons on diesel. How satisfactory una dey as a Labour Congress we get more than 3 million people under una?
We're not satisfied. We're not satisfied because, as I say, one difficulty we will all experience in the country. Now the lights, we not get sustained electricity. So most families they rely on using generators. Most businesses, even on our own studio, on ourselves will rely on using generator for complement where lights not there. So you imagine the cost of fuel and which it would mean for let business they're able for sustain when a generator they rely on. So in the country side electricity is a big challenge. We expect say the fuel for the managed, but just like cruise, we not get control over the globe. We not get control. That's the reason why we don't follow government and like we brother Edmond Abu. Instead, don't they engage government, don't they educate the public. So it don't become a national issue. Every Sierra Leonean who will listen to me, it will also support the motion for let government reduce further. The 2,000 years, they can say little drop of water will make a mighty ocean. But one let government increment go further. You know, this morning they engage, we'll be in an engagement with one, and then they promise say in the next 2 weeks, then we'll do another review. But we want to call on them, people they suffer in this country, businesses, then they suffer. And when businesses not get the needed revenue for pay tax to government will get challenged. We also raise a concern for the reduction of taxes on petroleum products. You know, so it's tough. It's tough. Everything they go up in this country, and we don't engage government. Say no, this thing they go up. We try for adjust them. So even the water rate, safe they go up. So we are worried. We are worried. So yes, I will tell you that the 2,000 reduction and the 5,000, we will expect more than waiting there reduce. So.
Okay, so before I let you for go, what will be your final recommendation to Papa government in terms of this fuel reduction?
The good thing is that whenever we write for see the president, they open doors for we. So if we don't attempt for talk to the minister and the director general for PRA, they not give results. We, for me, and not to be expecting every case that the president is able to solve. Government they appoint ministers and they give people authority for everyone. We expect PRA and the Minister of Trade and Internal Affairs and Finance for able to look at the cry of the people. We then we interest and they represent. It's also if they make the ministers today now for serve the people of this country. Unfortunately, not so easily. So we expect since we let her go yesterday, we've been informed that the president will be busy today in McKinney, and so we go wait on them. We go wait on them. We want to tell the public, let them just patient, let we see what we will get from the first gentleman and from the point of Labour Congress.
Okay, plenty thank you to you, Edward Yerime Kamara, when I Deputy Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Labour Congress for that quick update today.
Thank you, Madam, and I wish you the best of the day.
Yeah. Okay. As that now be concern from the Deputy Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Labour Congress will be the talk to inside the program. I'll come back over to you, Honorable Daniel.
Yes, sir.
You see, the Sierra Leone Labour Congress comprises of more than 3 million Sierra Leoneans them with the under the particular Congress. That's not been concern we then raise pertaining the fuel issue. What's your take on that?
The fuel issue in this country na a crisis because the government where we get presently no seem for they in line with the needs of the citizens. Because if you get a country who say you minimum wage not able to give 2 bags of good rice at your house, and then you get for wake up in the morning with the challenge of getting transport for go who say you need for go, I think say that in itself now a death sentence to we citizens them. Are they in line with the Labour Congress? And we also as our opposition, through we leadership, will continue for push and see that government do the needful for its citizens, because we all remember, Naya say, the time where the fuel been there at 6 leones, we not been 6,000, that's been bring so much hala at this country, because the fuel come out from 4,000 some hundred to 6,000, 6 leones now. But we don't see the steady increase, and the price, the international price of a barrel of fuel, no match with the reduction where we get now we own country. If you look at just Ghana or Liberia here, you dey see the response of the government, because they want the citizens for live happily. They want the citizens for live a better life. And for let government make a country live better, it not mean say every morning people then get for go to line and take cash from the president. Now the way they implement your policies for govern your people them. Now that make the former president, Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma, not being agree for let fuel just the rush they go up the way they go now. So as a country and as opposition member, we still need for sit and dialogue on this so that we people them, because they not vote a government for be punished, then vote in a government for better than life, and we for one foresee that happen.
Okay, well, before I come to Honorable Miniru now, we don't get in 1 minute after 9. And don't forget to say the program we do watch and listen to at the Magic Morning TV. They meet you live on Magic Television on channel 38. Don't forget to say you self can get the opportunity for any comment, question, or contribution to things that we will discuss inside the program today. So we Facebook or social media space them, or you can send on to 090 10 38 38 090 10 38 38. Just as I say, we get 2 minutes after 9. Well, now not time for make we go for a short break. When we come back, we will continue the program.
Big man, now we TV, yeah. Now we TV, yeah. Now we, oh, yeah. Magic TV, not TV for you, not TV for me. Magic TV, not TV for you, yeah. TV for we all, Magic TV, not TV for you, not TV for me. Magic TV, not TV for you, yeah. TV for we all. So twin 'em, we are reality meets fantasy. Twin 'em, we give you the best, no discrepancy. So twin 'em, we are reality meets fantasy. Twin 'em, we give you the best, no discrepancy. Magic TV, we get you the quality now. Oh no, channel 38, we care about the sports. Entertainment's 9, they not the least. We not talking about good news here. If we love with TV now, so we move on. We get you the quality now. yeah. Now we TV, yeah. Now you TV, yeah. Now you, oh. Anytime you need them, yeah. They're available for you. Magic TV, not TV for you, not TV for me.
I'm Victor Tutu Rogers, a media practitioner. We work for Look Magic TV.
I'm Sheikh Hussein Yassin. I always watch Magic TV on channel 38.
I'm Muhammad Momo Sise. I always watch Magic TV on channel 38.
Trouble just lay down soft.
Watch and listen to the Magic Morning TV. They meet you live on Magic Television on W22 Bafor Studios, 4th floor, na Zion Church inside Freetown, Sierra Leone, West Africa, Africa. Me ready make the program with you today. My name na Edward Nyake Toure, and at the inside the studios with me two wonderful honorable we na Honorable Daniel Amadou Bangura from the All People's Congress Party, and Honorable Abdul Miniru Lansana from the Sierra Leone People's Party. Now the conversation they continue. Honorable just before I go I want to make a look at the electricity issue now in Sierra Leone.
Yeah, before we go to electricity, let's just rub quick mouth under this fuel. Because most times, the one that don't follow me conversations on media, I know like for compare past government to current government. Because as far as I know, the past government did not live to the expectation of the people. That made them vote them out. So we coming in, the people expect much from we, and that much they will try for deliver. We be get this devil we be the inside room, waiting at that devil day, where something go up. No ever think say they can do. Now only this government pull that devil in a room. Now something they go up, we debate time it can do. That my value added service way this government they try for deliver. But the other thing we I want Lewy rightly saying that yes, the price of fuel na something we worry we all. This money no more for like get 10 liter. I spent 330,000. Nobody no one go through the kind of payment because 330,000. If I put another 10 liter na one bag rest I don't buy soup. That nine the reality out there. And if I decide now say I dey go bowl like me brother way they go Tonkolili every week, it's demanding on him. Because you go meet to you constituents then demand. Then fear no more don't eat 1/3 of waiting at your salary. It's painful. People then go sit down and say MP they get fear. That's just another story for another day. Now when you come to NIG, like what I say, it's about what the report is stating. My brother know out of 16 districts, we can proudly sit here and say 14 districts are now with energy supply. That na the boast thing we SLPP they sit down with every minute, every hour we talk about. And this availability and affordability, now reliability attached to them. Why? Because this energy we provide at district level, now an energy where they get from within solar. And we all know how solar they not just sun we need, and now the light is provided. That nine the value. So if you go around the energy sector, we try for shape them into 3 sets. The immediate settlement, the medium, and what? The final. Because when you look at the president's in statement way back 2018, he say, do not judge me at the start, judge me at the end. Today, people is still cry for light. The thing where APC be used for fixed lights, now ship then carry it. And if that ship just starts one morning and go, the entire country don't dark. But here is SLPP government fixing up a 148 megahertz at Dockyard. Why? Because one get a sustainable power supply for the people of this country. Whilst we are almost done with the provincial towns, because out of 16, 14 can now proudly go home, sleep on the light. We're looking at how to get Freetown and its environs, meaning both Port Loko, Waterloo and Freetown, enjoy this supply. If we could boast of 148 megahertz by November this year, I believe, say me brother, lights don't become something of the past.
But according to the Minister of Energy, Seal Grant, I was present in the weekly press conference. He said we go start that particular operations by 2027. We go get the light.
Not
barely 1 year to go. Barely 1 year telling.
No, 2027 na in the entire full package where they supply the light at non-stop go down complete.
So,
but as I dey talk to you, it's a facial thing. By November, we begin face them out.
So interestingly, Honorable Minu, you go have for tell me now say it takes President Bio 8 good years for put light business in a salon.
My brother, it has taken Sierra Leone since independence 60. How many years we've not got light? So if somebody is fixing it in 8 years, you need for tap and I'm back.
But up till now, we're not.
1961.
Up till now, it is not.
Look at what we are saying here. 1961, Sierra Leone gained independent. Up till now, both APC, SLPP could not provide us that light. Now only SLPP they try for provider now. Me and you before we born, they don't tell we about Bumbuna, say we Bumbuna count with the shape get other country. 30 day engineer there, Bumbuna don't able give you 20% a megahertz. They go tell you because now they not the science man them. Bumbuna where they tell you so we go give other country. So if we are coming on with 148 megahertz, my brother, you need to tap the president and back for that. So what has not been done in 56 years is what he's doing now. That's a kudos to him. And that's the reliability we are looking for. That is what we want to see. I remember one day I traveled with me Bobo out of Sierra Leone. It is sleep per light, they wake per light. Now he asked me, Daddy, who said the one they had the whole light they come out? I said, now because then don't go ahead, forget light for sufficiency. I said, but we are working towards ours for make sure say we get with you. So now when they see lights now, us say, hey, Daddy, if you tell me, I say yes, because that is what we are moving towards. In as much as we don't have the 24 hours light, but now he every day believes say, when he come out school, whilst he wait for a teacher for a private lesson, he gets something where they engage himself with when a light availability they cause them. This is not the kind of value way this current dispensation under the bio-led government they try for provide, because we want to say then we brother the only opposition, then continue for enjoy the opposition by watching us through the television from their houses whilst we continue to deliver for this country. But if we not give them light, they not go to watch how they deliver. Now make we give them light so that when they go home, they watch us on television displaying the value of sufficiency rather than hope.
Okay,
we're moving from hope.
Honorable Daniel, Honorable Muni will make mention, say the APC they took a coaching 11 or 12 years and they cannot fix the problem of Sierra Leone. Do you agree with that?
Definitely no.
If not, then why?
Make I tell you, firstly, before I come there, I just want to rub more quickly on the last statement where my brother make before we go for a short break about the roads, where he talk about the president of Guinea, where he come and he enjoy and he go back, he be motivated and go back to Guinea and turn Guinea a works yard. And this tells you the vision and the good leadership of the then government. Because before this time, for left Kenema alone and go to Kailao, have been disaster. Before this time, for left Bo and go to Zimi, have been disaster. Before this time, for left Makeni and go to Kono, have been disaster. But because President Ernest Kuruma be no say Salone need for fixed. It's not about stronghold. It's not about who say are born. You need for fix the country. Now that make it be able to connect the roads. It connect all the districts there by roads. And when the president ride that road from Cambia to State House, tells you the good work of the then government. Now, coming to the question where you ask, you know, Salone, as I've been saying, for now, if you don't get your Pekin, and for good 8 years, that Pekin don't be, you don't born the Pekin, you don't sit down, you don't grip, you don't begin waka. And for good 8 years, so until Olam is you don't one place where in peers, then they in mid-primaries now or so, that's in itself a disheartening. Now that's Salone don't see. The electricity, I can safely tell you, say, you yourself now witness. Now, I was there yesterday, it go off. You get for run here and there, forget your generator started. Why? Because even in the city, before you go to the provinces, with due respect to our people in the provincial cities, you get to fix the capital. Because this is not the seat of power. If in the seat of power, parliament, we cannot get constant light. Even state house, they struggle with light. Whereas you go have hope for light. Within again, my brother will tell you about the people them around, outside Freetown, about light connectivity. You they see the poles, you they see the cables, but is the energy there? Just like in the areas of the schools. You they hear about free quality education. If you go out, if you stop for listening to the statement where Honorable Muniru and others from the side of SLPP they make, and you stop for read the documents where the government they prepare, and you go outside and see the lives of Sierra Leoneans, Edward, you yourself go cry for we people in this country. It's so miserable. Because as it is now, if you ask yourself, even the promises where they make to we teachers them, not to be secret to one of the journalists, they will not know. The president will say, any teacher we don't serve for 10 or more years in the classroom, that you picking they go university free. We get the university requirement. That don't happen. No. We say if you get if you don't you get disabled, you are in a challenge, then go get away with, then go fix the system in the schools. You check the number of schools across the country, and you will see how many schools will get the facilities for even accommodate physically challenged beginning. So Salone, as it is for the past 8 years, we stagnated. We are not moving.
Try for say the APC do 12 years. According to him, they don't have anything to write home about. So if SLPP don't do 8 years, say according to President Bill, for Georgia at the end of in tenure, do you support that, or do you agree with his claims?
No. You have a 10 years mandate, and this is the 8th year, and we are still in this. Now 12 months you go above for say you will get better thing. 8 years gone, Edward. We have barely 20-something months to go. Just few months. President Bill in mandate they expire. Wait till you go, it means you go able fix. Not to by magic, as the name of na TV say, magic TV. You know, go able do them by magic. You get for do them through policies, through implementation, and it's a process. And that process gets a time. You get for so many things then for don't begin from the very first week of in governance. And if anything then they not begin to date, now 12 months more to go, or 20-something months to go, now you go say, you go able to fix them. You yourself, if somebody tell you so as a journalist, you go accept that. And know me, people them where they listen to it, they not go accept. Because then they in pains. And a very bad shape as a country.
Okay, Mecca, we could take an interesting twist now inside the discussion. Right? Let's look at the cost of living. You make mention of oil, rice, and other basic food commodities. Them we know they import them come inside Sierra Leone again. But I will tell you for free, say there are still people that go to bed without a meal for a day. If you can assess the cost of living under our government, what do you say?
Well, generally, when you look at cost of living, not necessarily no more a common too. Because one thing where the Malthusian theory of population clearly made mention of, it tell you say, the more population, the fewer goods we chase. Why? Because Motaman altogether, we desire not the ever end. And one thing where always they prioritize government na availability. Because waiting pathetic now the fact that you owe money, but you know you will absolutely get what you need na the market for you to do what you want for do at a particular time. Now I make waiting this government don't try for do now for make sure say it available. And once they are available, the affordability, now the push on also for make sure say we encourage everybody for go back in village in terms of engagement, not for reside. Because if you will get you people in the village engaged, what's in the happen? The productivity they increase. Now I hear me brother they struggle about roads the way they call CNS. I don't say this times without number at different media houses. The day where APC they tell me say this road now who begin them, now who source the funding, now we done them. I they pull me up for politics.
Wow.
I don't throw that challenge the terms without numbers. Because when you look at Pakabai handing over ceremony, all the road they claim today, Larry just few lines from him. He say, with regards to road, as soon as the war ended, my government assiduously embarked upon task of repairing and restoring the road network. The following roads have either been constructed or are under construction. Koribondo Blama Jendema Ferry Road in the southern Makeni, Kamakwe Road in the northern Korubula, Kabala Axis, and Maishaka Makeni Road also in the north. Work is in progress on several other roads, such as the Maishaka Road, Maishaka Bo Road, mainly in the south. The Toke Lombli Road in the western area, thereby completing the Waterloo Peninsula. Funding has been secured for several planned projects, such as the Bo Kedema Road, the Kenema Kwedu Road, where they talk about so. Money be done, they already ready. Not just for poor. Makeni Matutuka Road, Matutuka Kwendu Road, Rogberi Junction Pamalap Road, Songo Moyamba Road, and the Moyamba Junction Road. With regards to the hillside bypass, Usai I take 10 minutes run Kanaya quick, what we call the Pakaba Highway Road that will run behind Padema Road Prison and exit behind Kisi Road Cemetery. Delay in starting the project has been too long to the projected negotiation with property owners. But by the time we done, everything was settled. Now today, look at the boss with them, because when that project was initiated, people thought it was not going to happen at all. Now, if you come down before I go, we say what? We also have funding for the construction of 1,150 kilometer feeder roads throughout the province as an integral part of the food security program. Just remember 1,000 plus feeder roads. APC camp, where see them catch the one they will be don't left money for? Because I didn't know money be the fair way for chop. They set the contractor that they begin get under their hand. At the end of the day, what has happened? Most of the projects were diverted to Makeni City, the New London for Sierra Leone, abandoning other areas. Look the Moyamba Road where they talk about today, where it began in speech. Now this government back don't come for make sure say that dream of the former president is completed. That make we don't get the Mabam Bridge first as a priority constructed, so that road they go be connected. So when you come to the food sufficiency where they try to talk about, without road it becomes difficult. When they make a lay this premise, now for you know say most production, look we mango them. Trade they pick mango before they reach free it don't rotten. Because road no day. But now proudly you pick mango na Shenge, within 1 hour you dey down na Waterloo for offload and sell one fresh one.
So even with the roads on we make it very accessible and easy for bring them. Still things are expensive, especially food commodities. They are very expensive.
There is always that tendency for price when it comes to value. Waiting they cushion that down. Now waiting. Now expansion into more work. Now waiting I mean. If we all could engage and work more and get more production, what happens? The price drops down. Because the more available, the lesser the price. That's a pure economic principle. But the lesser available, the higher the price. That's the principle. So when I make on the field salon project, when I the paramount one, we try to divert the attention of everybody through what? Cash support for farming and other stuff. Like what I say, look the kind of poultry they will get a salon now. Now the charm egg here and there because it's available in the market.
Okay, I because you make mention say the higher the price, the lesser,
the lower the quantity demanded.
So even though una get all the mechanisms they are already talking place, but yet still they are very expensive. We'll come to that. Make a come over to Honorable as we don't get boku time again inside the program. let's look into the big issue now. The issue where I will say as a journalist, I'm not happy about in my country, and they give me country bad name. As some other people indexes don't refer to it as now a narcotic state and also a transshipment harbor for drugs and other drug related things them. How do you feel about that?
Yeah. I go want for beg pardon from we listeners them for make I repeat myself say Sierra Leone as a country no they in good shape at all. Now that make way you be asking me about the human capital development. I say as far as I concern, we not get nothing for write home about because we live in a country now who say they want the way for take over we. The youth them way for take over President Bill. The youth the way for take over the current parliament. The youth the way for take over the ministries and departments and agencies who we get. They're not there in good form. You go be shocked for no say, even the one the way they come out from universities, different colleges across the country, because they not get job, because they not get decent job as the president been promised them. They all don't result into this. And there is no way a country to grow where its youthful population. Remember, Salon, the highest percentage of the population na young people then. So if you're not able to tap into the young people then they and make them good people for tomorrow, now that make they continue for say Salon we they in a bad shape and a very bad shape. Because for make them tag we, as yourself as a journalist don't safely could say, some organizations or some groups don't describe we state as a narco state. That in itself is a death sentence. Don't tell you say, my brother we Sidonaya, not able move from Sierra Leone to even Guinea or Liberia safely with the dignity we get as a member of parliament. With the dignity we get as a spokesperson of a ruling party. Because everybody from this country, as long as you get that document, Sierra Leone, you become a suspect. You become a suspect. So that level of reduction, I don't think saying as something where any Sierra Leonean, they take lightly. So we all get for do collective effort for CC. This trauma we don't befell we country, we get them off we and take back the right steps where Sierra Leone be done there in 8 years back so that we were able to move again, at least for generations yet unborn.
Yeah, Honorable Minigo, we still let's get to the issue of narcotic and drug substance. I would say for me, with a bird's eye view. Do you agree with that?
We need to treat them with bad eye view. One thing where everybody don't know in this country is the fact that they think drugs don't capture the president's attention to a limit that he had sleepless night when he thinks about it. And one thing where he try for do first, now for consider the victim them, where you know before this time, when they see the smokers, they arrest. But now, what we don't do, we don't try for demarcate drug victim than drugs perpetrators. Now, what I mean, you are the smoker now, we get a hold the center for you. Because we want to see how they restructure you, rehabilitate you, and send you back to society for can contribute immensely to the value of progress. Now make a different district headquarter town now, we get holding centers, who's how we get them people here reformed. We don't declare drugs as a state of emergency issue on the health because we know say the youth force where we need for continue the progress of this country is paramount and taken on high standard and regards. But one thing where they happen now the fact that we still get bad eggs where one use the name Sierra Leone and send and down na the mud because they interest them into a country where we need to give them green light in Now that make the one use that for happen. Because for instance, let's take the recent one, that ship. That ship, radar don't pick am for Musa Ekomot. They no intercept her. They wait say he reach Salone. And when he reach Salone, when he left Salone, the ship disappeared for 9 days. Off radar. 9 days off radar. It's only after the 9 days, then detect her, then send her Salone come out. The question where don't make even then the witman them, where be they use that news, the labo, don't set them out, because they themselves could not account for the 9 days disappearance. So how you go associate smaller country like Sierra Leone to that? Especially the thing in question, we don't have a factory or production center here. So not just a mere means of smearing the image of this country.
Yeah.
But before you come in, do you know one thing I believe? Sierra Leone is a resilient country. Yes. We fought Ebola together. We fought COVID together. We will fight these drugs together.
Yeah.
Because it's affecting our younger generations heavily.
Yeah, it will interest me for no say honorable minister go say that they spoil the image of Sierra Leone falsely. But we've seen a picture of a particular dog kingpin we come out all the way from Netherlands, and it was related to the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone.
How do you show it was related? This was a church service.
It was
a church service.
Yes.
In a church, everybody enters the church to worship God.
Sure, but I think there are protocols when a president is somewhere.
The protocol is only.
And I'm coming. Let me just give you the scenario of how we are sitting. You got the president and the wife, as usual, the front row in any activity. Then the back seat is supposed to be top government officials. For example, the chief minister, the vice president, and all that. But we see the second row just after the president was where the alleged...
No, he was not on his second row. He was something like the third or fourth.
Okay, but the chief minister, who happens to be the third, I would say, the third most powerful, he is the head of government business in State House, was just behind him. So him being in that seat, for don't they know the knowledge of the protocol officers. You don't agree?
Like I said, that was a church house. And when you look at the pattern in Catholic churches, the seats are filled by arrival. That is how the pattern in Catholic church is.
I am a Catholic.
Fine. And
I attend the same church with the president. Where he can go church, I know how the protocol can do like.
The protocol become only tense when the president takes seat. You know that.
Yeah.
But as long as the president has not taken his seat yet, entering is by first come first serve basis. You know that how Catholic operate.
Yeah.
They could reserve a particular 1 or 2 role for him because they believe he will be attending church service. But the third going further could be given to any other person. That is the underline.
And then again, I don't see say we Sierra Leone security sector they make any improvements for look for what's his name, Umar Sharif. Because he has been identified as the Umar Sharif, and I know say when you are
he has not been identified. What the police said
they
was
say
the
they
fact
have
that
Umar Sharif, and they are supposed to have his
the
address.
person whose
When you are
document
doing a registration with the National Immigration or NCRA, you dey give address honorable.
No.
You gave your address.
When you enter a country, my brother here can testify, address is not given. What happens is they track your country of origin, and most time they ask you your purpose of visit, which sometimes is just private or official or business.
Okay.
The moment that is filled within that, nobody is going to ask you where are you going to stay. My brother, you can testify to that. That is not done on that document. Even when you go to abroad, they look at your document, they know you have a visa, they say welcome, we wish you a safe stay. The only time they ask you about the stay is when you go for a program. A program, you must have got your hotel reservation and everything. They'll check on it to know your reservation is at a particular place. That is it. So in this particular situation, you and I are praying daily for Sierra Leone to be a tourist attraction center.
Sure.
And that is why we have the Budapest, which is the biggest African show ending in Sierra Leone for the past 3 to 4 years now that SNPP is in government. And once they come every year, our economy boom, our tourism sector boom, our vehicle fleet boom, because All the vehicles they bring are left here because people are ready to procure them because they need worthy and road moving vehicle. That is the quality Sierra Leone is providing. Yes, Sierra Leone is not immune to difficulty as time is wrapping up. The reality, however, is Sierra Leone is like a body part. One part not functioning well doesn't stop the other body functioning to continue existing life within the body. What we do is the part that is not functioning, we find a way to cure it. Just as the engineer here will tell you. When there is a fault in any connection, they fix the fault to make sure the fault doesn't spread over. When somebody has a cancer, sometimes they cut the cancerous area to allow the other parts to function well. But in this situation, we are not cutting the cancerous area. We are mending it to ensure every facet of the country is fixed up and we move towards a better Sierra Leone that you and I will live and enjoy a permanent.
Okay, I will come to you back shortly. Make I come to Honorable as you give your last message now. This is all what the, Honorable, meaning we don't say SLPP don't do inside the 8 years. If you can give us a statistics from 1 to 10, how will you measure it? And end up with your last message to people.
Statistics from 1 to 10, I struggle for give them 1.
1?
Yes.
Out of 10?
I struggle for give them 1.
Okay.
I struggles heavily. And as I safely say, we country is dominated by young people. And if I quote me brother in words, say in every district, then get a holding center of a kush or whatever drug victims instead of a factory or production center for the youth there for better than lives tomorrow. That alone don't tell you say they are not doing anything good for the country, but rather we people them, especially we young one them, they in a state of limbo, and that's a pity. But I trust say come 2028, then one day we go day alive, we go day with the senses, go make the right decision for vote them out and bring APC, we go do better things for this country. And as a country, as I say, for the past 8 years, we don't move at all, because if you know able get food, you know able get light, waiting again you want. Waiting again you go able use as human beings in the 21st century. In the 21st century. Time no day. If you see within this audit report say, we're in a 2025 audit report about performance audit report on the government effort in achieving food sufficiency. It will shock you for get the revelation inside this audit from the audit service that nothing good no they happen. The tractors then faulty, the seed they not they go on time, fertilizer not they go on time, then they give fertilizer and they store them for 2 years, nothing. Why the people then not go continue for live with hunger?
Okay. Lastly, Honorable to you.
Yes,
1% out of 10 to the Sierra Leone People's Party governance inside 8 years. Finally, if you can give rating on your own government out of 10.
We did 7.5 because Parliament will be get less than 18 female MP. They now boast of over 40 female MP. We get 7.5 because the school enrollment will be less than 1 million, could now boast of over 2 million enrollments in school. We get 7.5 going up because the villages them, when at the capital, big town them, when we get light, can now boast of 14 out of 16 headquarter towns we get light. We get 7.5 because we go over 35,000 families and now where they get what we call cash transfer for make sure say we soften the economy moving forward for them. We get 7.5% because at this moment we don't get more enacted laws for able to prevent we picking them for letting them not get married below age. At this time we get 7.5% going forward because we don't reduce infant and maternal mortality. These are the facts. They are there. So one thing Wawali, me brother, know in this moment we encourage them for able to identify more gaps so that we will fill them gaps, then they actually go ahead so that then go continue for the permanently in opposition.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks very much to Honorable Minu Lansana from the Sierra Leone People's Party and Honorable Daniel Amadou Bangra from the All People's Congress Party representing Tom Koleli district. Thank you very much, guys. And as usual, I'm sorry, whenever we can get to guests for the first time as we get you, we can welcome you into the smaller board and welcome to the small family. Yourself don't become a member of the Magic TV family. And we hope for to get you several times and on updates on Tom Koleli, on updates on the All People's Congress, and updates on the developmental aspect of Sierra Leone. Plenty thank you for we come inside the studios. Well, family, so today edition of the program Magic Morning Tea go left you. Plenty thank you to the one who send and text messages we were not able to read, and also to you who send your comment, question, or contribution to the program and to the discussion. We will be looking inside President Bio in 8 years in office as a nutshell. Well, may I make the program meet you today. May your name na Edward Nyake to
The same old system and the same problem.
Welcome to Magic Morning Tea. Magic Morning Tea is the best for brightening your day. Our dedicated team are always set and ready to bring you impactful information to magically brighten up your day. Magic Morning Tea will